Good evening, students. Welcome to my channel. It has been a long series of revision videos now. Now I'm planning to start anatomy methodically with upper limb to start with. Now, actually, I am planning to start first with the osteology of upper limb with the various bones which are there in the upper limb. But before that, I just want to make an introductory video of what the upper limb is and how we are going to plan out with the study of upper limb. So basically the structure of the upper limb is that the upper limb is made up of three main parts. You have the part which is there here, which extends from the shoulder joint to the elbow joint. This is called as the arm. A part of the upper limb which extends from the elbow to the wrist. This is called as the forearm. And the part distal to the wrist is called as the hand. Now the upper limb is the part of the appendicular skeleton, and the upper limb is connected to the axial skeleton, that is the skeleton in the midline, by two main bones. Anteriorly it is connected by the clavicle, and posteriorly it is connected to the axial skeleton by the scapula. Both these bones form two main areas which are forming the point of connection between the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. Anterior area is called as the pectoral region, and the posterior region is called as the scapular region. Now this is a very basic thing about the upper limb. Most of you must be knowing this, but there is a general plan of which how the upper limb can be studied. Like I told you, you have the pectoral region which will have the pectoral muscles, and the most important organ in the pectoral region, that is the mammary gland. The scapular region will have the muscles of the scapula, muscles surrounding the scapula and all of them. But when you are going to study the different parts of the upper limb, meaning the arm, the forearm and the hand, the general plan is that all of us should know that the anterior part of the upper limb, the whole of the upper limb, is flexor. It is developmentally a flexor. So the muscles that are going to be there in the anterior compartment of the upper limb are going to be flexors. So this is going to be a clear-cut thing that should be kept in your mind. When you are talking about anterior compartment muscles of the upper limb, it is going to be flexor muscles. Similarly, the posterior compartment of the upper limb, be it the arm or the forearm, is going to be extensor. So the muscles in the anterior compartment of the arm are going to be flexors. Muscles in the posterior compartment of the arm are going to be extensors. Now, now we have talked about the actions of these muscles, general actions of the muscles. Now what you should know is that the nerve supply of the upper limb in the compartments also is very specific. Now we are talking about parts of the upper limb. We will talk about pectoral region and scapular region separately because the nerves of those regions are different. Now when you talk about the anterior compartment of the arm, the flexor muscles of the anterior compartment of the arm, this is supplied by musculocutaneous nerve. No other nerve should come here when you are talking about the anterior compartment of the arm. So anterior compartment of the arm, which has biceps, brachialis and coracobrachialis, these muscles are going to be supplied by musculocutaneous nerve. Similarly, the flexor compartment of the arm, the anterior compartment of the forearm, is supplied by median nerve and ulnar nerve. The details of those I'll take as we take the individual muscles. So as a rule, what we have seen now, anterior compartment of the arm is supplied by musculocutaneous nerve, anterior compartment of the forearm is supplied partly by the median nerve and partly by the ulnar nerve. The anterior compartment of the hand, this is called as the palmar area, and this is called as the dorsum. So there are very small muscles here in the hand. Again here these muscles are also supplied by the median nerve and the ulnar nerve in part by part. So that is about anterior compartment. Now the posterior compartment of the upper limb exclusively is supplied by radial nerve. You should not talk of any other nerve which is there in the posterior compartment of the upper limb, be it the arm, be it the forearm. All the muscles in the posterior compartment of the arm are supplied by radial nerve and radial nerve alone. So keep this in mind when you are talking about upper limb. So you have questions on the muscles which will be asked. You will have muscles of the anterior compartment of the arm, then you will have muscles of the posterior compartment of the arm, the flexors of the forearm, the extensors of the forearm. One aspect of your answer, when you are going to write about muscles, you discuss a muscle in 4 headings. You discuss it under origin, insertion, nerve supply and action. So if you know this basic plan of the upper limb or any other part of the body, two answers to your question become very clear, that you will know the nerve supply and you will know the action. So as I'll revise one more time, the anterior compartment of the arm is flexors. It contains biceps, brachialis and coracobrachialis. The nerve supply of the anterior compartment of the arm is musculocutaneous nerve. Then when you talk about the forearm, muscles of the flexors of the forearm are partly supplied by median nerve and partly by the ulnar nerve, and whole of the posterior compartment of the upper limb, that is the posterior compartment of the arm and posterior compartment of the forearm, are supplied by radial nerve and radial nerve alone. The palm, as I told you, again partly supplied by the median nerve and by the ulnar nerve, and the dorsum of the palm again supplied by radial nerve. So this is the general plan of the upper limb. I am planning to start videos of the bones first, and then we'll go to the individual topics of the upper limb. I hope you will like my videos and follow this series of videos carefully, so that it would be a nice revision for you as you can study anatomy properly through my channel. Thank you.